You're watching Rurouni K95's movie review on Pink Floyd The Wall. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today's movie review, we're going to be reviewing Pink Floyd The Wall. So let's start with the plot. Pink is a rock star with one of the many reasons which have left him depressed at the beginning of the film. He appears motionless and expressionless while remembering his father with the song When the Tigers Broke Free, Part 1. While Pink imagines a crowd of fans entering one of his concerts, but him receiving them in a neo-Nazi alter ego, a flashback reveals how his father was killed defending the Anzio bridgehead during World War II, in Pink's Infancy in the Flesh song playing. In the aftermath of the battle is seen in the Thin Ice song playing, and thus Pink's mother raises him alone, which affects Pink's childhood with the song Another Brick in the Wall Part 1 started playing in the movie. A young Pink later discovers a scroll from kind old King George and other relics from his father's military service and death when the Tigers Broke Free Part 2 playing, which includes an animation depicts the war showing that the death of the people was for nothing. Goodbye Blue Sky was playing. Pink places a bullet on the track of an oncoming train within a tunnel, and the train that passes children peering out of the windows wearing face masks. At school, he is caught writing poems in class and humiliated by the teacher who reads a poem which is the song Money, which is the song by Pink Floyd that was from the album Dark Side of the Moon. However, it is revealed the bad treatment of the students is because of the unhappiness of the teacher's marriage. The happiest days of our lives, especially. Pink imagines oppressive school system. Well, the teacher's unhappiness of the teacher's marriage thing, however, that's when the song Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 was playing in that one. But Pink imagines an oppressive school system in which children fall into a meat grinder. Besides the song Happiest Days of Our Life, Pink imagine, well, for the children fell into the meat grinder. The children then raised in rebellion to destroy the school, carrying the teacher away to an unknown fate, which is probably in the song Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. As an adult now, Pink remembers his overprotective mother when the song Mother is playing, and when he got married, after a phone call, Pink discovers that his wife is cheating on him, and another animation shows that every traumatic experience he has had is represented as a brick in that oracle while he constructs around himself that divides him from society, with the song playing What Shall We Do Now? So Pink then turns to a willing groupie, which is the song Young Lust is playing, who has managed to trick her into his hotel room, only to trash it in a fit of violence, terrifying the groupie out of the room when the song One of My Turns is playing. Depressed, he thinks about his wife and feels trapped in his room with the song Don't Leave Me Now. He then destroys his last possessions, remembers every brick of his wall, including where he smashes the TV with his guitar, with the song Another Brick in the Wall Part 3 playing. His wall is shown as being complete, and the film returns to the first scene with the song Goodbye Cruel World. Now, inside his wall, he does not leave his hotel room with the song Is There Anybody Out There? He begins to lose his mind to metaphorical worms. He shaves all of his body hair and watches the 1955 British epic war film starring Richard Todd and Michael Redgrave, which is the movie The Dam Busters, which is the old 1955 war movie, on the television screen. Nobody home playing in the song. A flashback shows a young Pink searching through his trenches of the war. Vera is playing. Eventually finding himself as an adult, young Pink escapes in terror and appears in a station with the people demanding that The soldiers return home with the song Bring the Boys Back Home in the song is playing. Returning to the present, Pink's manager finds him in his hotel room, drugged and unresponsive. A paramedic injects him to enable him to perform uncomfortably numb. In this state, Pink fantasizes that he is a dictator and his concert is a neo-Nazi rally with the song In the Flesh playing to make it look like he's another Hitler in this movie, because Hitler did something evil during World War II. His father, Alois, proceeded to attack ethnic minorities, especially racist fight. With the song Run Like Hell was playing. He then holds a rally in a suburb in London, while abolishing for his descendant into craziness with the song Waiting for the Worms. The scene is intercut with the images of animating marching hammers that goose step across ruins. Pink then stops hallucinating and screams, begging for everyone to stop when he screams out the word stop in the hallway. And then, however, no sooner later, in the climatic animated sequence, Pink, depicted as a small, almost inanimated rag doll, is on trial, and his sentence is to be exposed before his peers. His teacher and his wife accuse him, while his mother tries to take him home. The judge gives the order to tear down the wall. Following a prolonged silence, the wall is smashed and destroyed when the song The Trial is playing, because it's the whole symphonic rock song playing in the movie, especially Pink Floyd The Wall. After the wall was destroyed, several children are cleaning up a pile of debris, with a freeze frame on one of the children emptying a Molotov cocktail, and that's how you end the movie, with the song Outside the Wall during the end credits. So, in the mid-1970s, in the concept, as Pink Floyd began a mainstream fame, Roger Waters began feeling increasingly alienated from their audiences. Audiences at those vast concerts are therefore an excitement which I think has to do with the love of success. When a band or a person becomes an idol, it can have to do with the success that person manifests, not the quality of work he produces. You don't become a fanatic because somebody's work is good for you. You become a fanatic to be touched vicariously by their glamour and fame. Stars, film stars, rock and roll stars represent in a myth way anyway the life as we'd all like to live it. They seem at the very center of the life, and that's why audiences still spend large sums of money at concerts, where they are a long way from the stage, where they are often very uncomfortable, and where the sound is often very bad. And what I think about the movie Pink Floyd The Wall, I really loved the movie because I have been a huge Pink Floyd fan since I've been listening to one of their songs. But, oh yeah, and speaking of Pink Floyd The Wall is a 1982 British live-action animated musical fantasy thriller film directed by Alan Parker, with animated segments done by political cartoonist Gerald Scarfe, and it's based on the 1979 Pink Floyd album of the same name. It's also based on the 1979 album of the same name by Pink Floyd, the band Pink Floyd. The film centers around a solitary rock star named Pink, after being driven into insanity by the death of his father and many depressive moments during his lifetime, constructs a metamorphical and sometimes physical wall to be protected from the world and emotional situations around him. The screenplay was written by Pink Floyd vocalist and bassist Roger Waters. Despite Nostalgia Critic's awful review on Pink Floyd The Wall with Corey Taylor from Slipknot, my review is going to be a lot more better than Nostalgia Critic's review, even though I never paid attention to Channel Awesome, because I never associate with Channel Awesome because I despise them. Like its musical companion, the film is highly metamorphical and symbolic imagery, and the sound are are present most commonly. The film is mostly driven by music and does not feature much dialogue. However, Gerald Scarfe drew and animated the 15 minutes of animated sequences which appear at the several points in the film. It was the 7th animated feature to be presented in Dolby Stereo. The film is best known for its imagery of mental isolation, drug use, war, fascism, dark or disturbing animated sequences, sexual situations, violence and gore. Despite its turbulent production and the creators voicing their discontent about the final product, the film has been since fared well generally and has established cult status, which this movie has gained a cult following. This movie was released on May 23rd, 1982 at Cannes Film Festival, and it was released in the United Kingdom July 15th, 1982. Oh yeah, this movie was made by MGM UA Entertainment Company. The film opened with a limited release on August 6, 1982, and entered number 28 on the U.S. box office charts, despite only playing in one of the theaters of its first weekend, grossing over $68,000, a rare feat. Even by today's standards, the film just spent just a month below top 20. While still in the top 30, the film later expanded to over 600 theaters on September 10th, achieving number 3 at the box office charts below E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Officer and a Gentleman. The film eventually earned $20 million before closing in early 1983. The film received generally positive reviews, receiving The Wall on their television program At the Movies in 1982. The film critics Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel gave the film 2 thumbs up. Ebert describes The Wall as a stunning vision of self-destruction and one of the most horrifying musicals of all time. But the movie is effective, the music is strong, and the image are like sledgehammers. For once, the rock and roll hero isn't just a spoiled narcissist, but real suffering image of all the despair of this nuclear age. This is a real good movie. Siskel more reserved in his judgment, stating about the movie. Judgment felt, however, offering him real good. More reserved in his judgment, stating that he felt that the film's imagery was too repetitive. However, he admitted that the central age of the fascist rally sequence will stay with me for an awful long time. In February 2010, Roger Ebert added The Wall to his list of great movies, describing the film as without question of being all serious fiction films devoted to rock. Seeing it now in more timid times, it looks more daring than it did in 1982 when I saw it at Cannes Film Festival. It's disquieting and depressing, very good. It was chosen for the opening night at Ebert Fest in 2010. Sorry, I think that was 2010, I guess. So, this concludes my review on Pink Floyd The Wall movie review. So that's going to be it for my movie review on Pink Floyd The Wall, you guys. Thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts about Pink Floyd The Wall. This movie helped me change my life as both a movie reviewer and anime reviewer, because I can review both movie reviews and anime reviews in the same time. Because despite Nostalgia Critics review, but my review of Pink Floyd The Wall will be a million times better than Nostalgia Critics review, I guess. Hope subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my videos that I'm uploading as well. Be sure to leave it in the comments about your thoughts on Pink Floyd The Wall by leaving in the comment section below as well. And that's all I have to say. So, this is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my movie review on Pink Floyd The Wall. I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next movie review, and have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my movie review on Pink Floyd The Wall. Next movie review, stay tuned for my movie review on heavy metal.